for me, he cannot get out for this contract because a lot of consequences that are going to face if he don't fight this, he fulfill this commitment. He is a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. Unfinished business in the first one. Like there's a doubt. Like I'm supposedly win the fight, and there's a lot of distraction on the first fight. I got injured my shoulder, my rotator cuff. So that's why I got operated right after the fight. So we need the rematch. So people deserve this.
He didn't know what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was getting himself into. But what can I say? I mean, at some point things just get real, and it got real. So that's where we're at today.
Manny Pacquiao addressed Floyd Mayweather on live television as the rematch slid into dispute, saying the fans deserve clarity and the fight itself. He questioned the sudden confusion around calling it an exhibition and urged Mayweather to stop the maneuvers and stand by what they originally signed in the contract.
For me, I want this fight because the last time that we had, I'm not 100% conditioned because ready for the fight because I have injury, shoulder injury. So that's why right after the fight, I go straight to the hospital and get operated.
Do you feel like he's ducking you? Like he may not be in as good a shape as you are right now?
Talking about ducking since before the first fight.
Jazz Mather says the exhibition idea isn't even a conversation because in his view, the agreement was always for a professional fight. And he suggests there may be a reason Floyd Mayweather would prefer the language to change. Doubts about where he is physically and what it could mean if a real bout puts that 50-0 record in play.
Our focus comes down to looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line. Is he scared? Why would he else make up trying to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, if he wants to be, look, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Floyd Mayweather is not, right? Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that other Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any form or manner.
Robert Garcia said Floyd is playing mind games, using the moment to sell the fight and wear Manny Pacquiao down, arguing that the contract confusion and exhibition talk feel less like uncertainty and more like deliberate pressure. He suggested Mayweather is leaning into publicity and ambiguity to keep the spotlight on the rematch negotiations, while quietly trying to unsettle Pacquiao before anything is even finalized.
But that's exactly what I was going to say. I think it's Mayweather playing games and fooling the fans, the people interested in this fight and everybody, just playing games to make it even a bigger fight, to make it a little more interesting, to make Pacquiao mad and frustrated, and because it's a fight that definitely Pacquiao wants, Mayweather wants. I think it's just Mayweather doing what he normally does, and controversy and making it harder for everybody. But I guarantee you that this man is training. This guy is always healthy, always staying in shape. So come the day of the fight, he'll be ready.
Manny Pacquiao said he felt immediate confusion and frustration when Floyd Mayweather publicly described their rematch as an exhibition, even though, according to Manny, both sides had signed a contract for a professional fight.
It was announced by Netflix, right, in February as a professional boxing match at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And then a few weeks ago, Floyd said it was an exhibition and that the Sphere was not guaranteed as the location. Let me ask you, Manny, when you first heard that Floyd said, no, it's not a professional fight, it's an exhibition, what were you thinking?
I called Jazz right away. what happened? What happened? Like, what? That's not what we signed. Like, we signed a real fight. So, and he got his advance. Why he's announcing like this propaganda exhibition, that blah blah blah, everything like that. So, Jazz told me this. I don't have my idea. So let's.
Why do you think that he wants it to be an exhibition, even though he signed a contract? Floyd's signature is on this contract.
Pacquiao claims Floyd is calling the rematch an exhibition for a simple reason. He doesn't want to risk a loss or the quiet damage it would do to that 50-0 record. In Pacquiao's view, that unbeaten line isn't just legacy, it's leverage. The foundation of how Mayweather still holds power in boxing and what he stands to lose if it finally breaks.
Professional fight.
Professional
So
fight.
why do you think that Floyd is now saying, after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition? Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
Then, that's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're undefeated fighter and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because
When asked about Mayweather's advance payment, Mayweather refused to give exact numbers, but confirmed it was an 8-figure advance. He also sidestepped any discussion of Mayweather's personal finances, stressing that his attention was strictly on the contract and on the professional terms of the deal.
Jazz, I'm gonna start with you, man, because there are a lot of people, I guess, worried because of a lot of the hype, a lot of the news coming out surrounding this fight that it may not happen. What would you say to those people?
So as of now, the fight isn't canceled. It's contracted. As I've stated in multiple interviews over the past week, there's been many contracts that have been signed and, not just one. Advances have been given, loans have been taken out against the purse, right? Because this is a Netflix paper, so they're treating it as like a movie, a film contract rather than a typical fight contract, right? So typical fight contract, you can't get your advance. You're gonna get a 10% or a 20% depending on the promoter and who you're working with, and then you get paid on fight night. In this case, it's a bit different because Netflix paper is a AAA paper and you can get cash against it. So you want whatever you want to call it, a loan, a cash advance, whatever you want to call it, he's taking money out against it, and it's with lawyers at the moment. He has a legal team that has got involved out of Los Angeles. They've reviewed everything. There's no real way out at all.
Analysts say the dispute over whether the bout is professional or an exhibition is striking, because that kind of detail is usually settled at the very beginning. In their view, the uncertainty is adding tension that didn't need to exist, and they suspect it may also be serving as promotion, whether intentionally or not, from both sides.
I don't understand how it could be controversy over whether it's going to be an exhibition or a real fight. Like, that's something that should be discussed from day one. I don't get that part. Like, so maybe he's trying to piss Manny off a little bit, make him, fight out of his character. But Floyd's a winner, so he wants to win. So it might be skullduggery. Who knows?
Guys in the chat are asking where Paulie's at. Paulie's actually traveling today. He'll be back tomorrow. But he thinks that actually Pacquiao knows about this as well, and this is a work from both sides. And we're trying to get us to talk about it, trying to get the news media minute to be talking about this weekly, which we have to. This is everything that these guys do when you've got living legends who are looking to fight again. It's gonna make headlines, and these consistent deadlines that they keep pushing and making make this a little bit interesting, but it possibly could be just the work. Both of these guys are good marketers. Mayweather is a marketing genius.
That's it for today. Stay tuned. See you next time.